Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, you see a little bit more of my face this time. It's the position of the camera. For those of you who are having a wee bit of trouble with clouds, I'm going to show you an extremely simple way to make clouds. I just have two colors right now, phthalo blue and titanium white. That's it. Okay. I'm not going to put any type of medium on this. I guess I'll just use a little bit of water. That should be simple enough. And I'm just using the water just to coat the surface. I'm using 11 by 15 inch watercolor paper, about 140 pound weight, so it can take the impending beating that is about to transpire. Okay, and I'll just coat it with water, just like that. Nothing special, no special way, just to get the paper wet. Okay, that's it, really. Now watch this. Now, as you can see by the glare, you see this? That is being absorbed and drying that fast. It's still damp. Just wet it again. It's still damp. But you know, it all depends on the temperature of the room, the absorbency of the paper, you know, stuff like that. One sponge. Okay. I'll take the sponge and I'll just dip the corner into the titanium white. Okay. And I'll dip an even smaller amount of blue into it, just like that. And let's streak the clouds. Let's streak them this way. Just one of these numbers here. Watch this. Get nice little flighty clouds going. I get some more white. Put some more white in there, just like that. And we'll just rub the stuff out in there, just like that. Go all the way down. Why not? Let's get a little more blue. Let's make it a little darker up here. Okay, that's it. Just go on down with it like that. I'm gonna get a little white. I'm gonna turn the sponge around. I'm gonna just get pure white and just tap it in there, and maybe we'll make it a little bit brighter up here, just back and forth. All right, you can do many things with this type of background, actually. Okay, now that we just did a little bit of that, okay, let's play. Let's just get some pure white, and we'll dabble on some little cloudy shapes like that, and just kind of put them in there, swirl it around, something like that. Okay, and you're just going little circles or whatnot. Let's get some more white, and we'll dabble. Actually, I need some more white. So hold on one second. Let me get some more white. Little sponge, and we'll just dabble some white here and there, just like that. Just tap. Okay, you can wear some of that away or whatever you feel. Just, you know, in that direction. Let's tighten up that one up there. Let's make that a little more attractive. Just dab away. Little highlight spots somewhere in there, just like this, and just wear it way at the bottom a little bit. Make it a little stronger up here, and bring some of that down. The more you tap, the more it taps into the color. All right, but you can see the general look of the clouds already. We'll put one like right here. Have him shine in that direction, like that, and we'll wear it away this way. Okay, I can fill this whole thing up with clouds. But you see how simple that is. Okay, and I can just take my sponge and just scrumble in the bottom a little bit. Try to match it in with something like that. Very subtle, gentle. Okay. It takes a few wipes. You can take some and just, you know, some of the color, press it down in there. And there you go. That took all of about what? Less than a few minutes to get that effect. Okay. I'll take another corner of white Maybe get something sparking over here. You just curve it in there like that and just tap the rest down. Just like that. And you scrumble some of that bottom away. Almost like painting with a crayon. So you got different layers and all that fun stuff. And there you go. All right. Just that simple. I mean, you could take clouds and be taking, kind of swirl it around, curve it. You know, like all sorts of stuff you can do to get interesting stuff going on. Okay. You can do it in different directions. All right, but look how fast I've did that. All right. Very interesting clouds. You got the light going in one direction. Okay. And if it's a little too rough, you can just pat down the edges a little bit. But that's it. And all it took was this sponge and some white paint and some phthalo blue, and there you have it. I'll take a little bit of blue, just a little bit, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit, and we'll tap in some dark bottom to this, to the cloud a little bit. The smallest amount of blue. Put some body to some of these clouds. Just like that. And I'll just rub it in there. Circular motion, just fading. It's like I say, just like coloring with a crayon. Okay. And you can change the pressure of these guys. I'll tap in some more color. I'll turn it around, turn the brush around, find a nice clean spot. Because the sponge is still wet, so you can maneuver and manipulate this stuff as much as you need to, and get some nice body to those clouds. All right, kind of builds depth in them, you know. I'll put a little bit of it here, a little swipe here, maybe a little something down there, right? Find a nice clean spot to your towel or your sponge. Circular motion. Vary your hand pressure. That's very important. Okay. A little harder toward the bottom, but you're just manipulating the paint, moving it around. I'm just doing it in circular motions, just moving it around. Some of it in here. And you're just establishing really a bottom to some of these guys. All right, so now you got some darker patches that represent the bottom of some of these clouds. Okay, even the fellow on the side here, if you want. Just like that, and kind of get some blue going and wipe in some of there like that. It looks like streaky or crazy, and that's okay. You just gently wiping some of that right into the clouds there, just like that. Now you got gentle bottoms of the clouds. Okay, and it's just blending the bright into the dark, just blending it in as softly as you can. Okay, now you got even more definition and stuff. So I'm getting a little bit of the brown. It's the umber. Getting a little bit of the blue. Just mixing it in real quick. All I need really is a nice dark base color. Okay. And it'll be a general mountain, nothing special. Just use water. Many people don't have like the glycerin or whatnot. And I'll just sketch in a mountain like that. Just lay it right in there. Getting some more of the color. I'll have him come like down like that. Some odd looking thing. And I'm just gonna add just like that. And maybe we'll end it right there. You don't really concern yourself with what's going down here on the bottom, down here, where you see me scraping at. Okay, I'm not really too concerned about that. Just an extremely nice, sharp edge is what I'm looking for, to be honest with you. Let's take I got a 1-inch flat brush. I just dipped it in some water, loosen up the bristles a little bit. Okay, and I'll just take this dark, see this, and you just bring it on down. bring it on down. I didn't add any water or anything to this. Just bringing it on down. Just bringing the dark, make it a lot more solid. This is it, just like this. And I'll bring this one, and I'll bring it across like that, just like so. I'm taking some water. Okay, it's got a little more water on the brush. Like I say, a lot of people don't have the medium or whatnot, and I'll just wet this bottom here, just like that. I'll just wet it, just like that. Okay, there's a method to my madness of why I'm doing this. I'm gonna trail some of that downward, just like that. Just kind of fade it, like that. Just no more, no less than that. I will take the brush, and I'll just bring some of that up and into the mountain a little bit. I'll just trail some of this. Don't worry about the little streaks. We'll get rid of that. And that little hard edge, this edge here, that disappears. Okay, don't worry about that either, because that can kind of go up into the mountain. See, just rub that. So bring some down, bring some up. Just rub some of that in there. It's like that. Don't worry about that either, but we're gonna smooth all that out. As long as the paint's a little wet, that's all I'm doing. I'm just gonna fade some of that. Get a little bit of water into my brush. Now this retains a lot of water. Be careful. Okay, it'll make some of this really disappear. You don't want that. Just it's a gentle type of, just gentle. I'm gonna wet some of that and bring it down a little bit. That's all. I'm just wetting it down, and just bring some of that further down. Okay, much like that. Okay, I'm just wiping off some of the stuff on the bottom here. None of that will matter anyway. A lot of this will be hidden. Let me say this is just all water, this guy. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some white and some of the dark color. I'm not going to completely blend them. It'll be marbled a little bit. And it requires a little bit more paint to do this, because you want the little striations. I'll show you what they'll look like in a second here. I'm gonna just get a little touch more dark, marble it in there. Okay, if you can see it there. Okay, there's little bumps, little striations there. Yeah, the camera should pick some of that up. It looks a little like that. And this method is omnidirectional. You can go in whatever direction you want, whatever's comfortable for you. But what you're going to do is you're going to take it, whatever, like I say, is comfortable for you, and you're going to tap, just a little tap, just like that, and you're going to just bring it on down like this. Just tap it, just like that. You need a bit of paint. Get a little pile of it, okay, and you work with whatever palette knife that's comfortable for you. I particularly like this palette knife, but you work, like I say, with whatever palette knife works for you, and just work in there the different variations of, just tap it in there, just like this. And I'm take it and just tap to however you want your mountain to look like. I'll put a little bit of like that in there. Just bring that out a little bit. This little corner right there. Give it a little touch. Okay. And you can play around and bring it down, like I say, to whatever shape it you want. You can take it, curve it around, however you want to do it. Oh, I don't think there's really too much more really to add to this. I can probably bring some of that down here a little bit like that. And, you know, that's about it. Something like that. All right. Doesn't take much. Now, it's still somewhat wet. Okay. I'll get a little bit of water on my flat brush. I'll just use the flat brush right now. Just make it a little damp. And you just take it and you bring some of that up in there. Okay. Go in the direction of the mountain. Just like a little bit of fog or whatnot. And bring it all up in there like that. Turn my brush over. Just like so. Bring some of that in there like that. And there you go. Quick mountain. Okay. A little blurred down there. Sharper up top. Just put my finger over it. Just like so. Okay. All right. Let's while I'm doing this, I'll put a little bit of sap green. Just not much. Just a little bit. I'll just get a little dot of sap green. We'll put some little foothill thingies in there. Why not? I think I'll use the fan brush for it. So I got a little bit of the dark mountain color. I'm getting some of that right now. I'm getting a lot of phthalo green here. I'll mix in some of that mountain color into the phthalo green. Get a little deeper color. You can approach this any way too. I'm gonna use the flat part. I'm not gonna go directly into it like this. I'm gonna just use the flat part and a couple taps, just like that. Get you some hills going in there, just like this. Okay, just like that. Have some sneak up there a little bit. Just, you know, get some stuff rolling around in there like that. Okay, bring some up there. You know, the trees only got a certain height distance to go up a mountain, and then you know there's not enough oxygen for them to grow. So just like that. Get a few of them in there, kind of pan it out a little bit like that, so it gives the look of some trees going up there. Okay, some a little darker, some a little lighter, like that. See that? Okay, not too bad. I'm gonna take a wee bit of white going into that dark. Maybe I'll lighten a few of those up around in here like this. If you can't see them, just switch around on the other side. So, you know, wherever you think the sunlight's gonna hit on some of these guys, and you brighten up a little bit like that. Not all of them have to be bright. Something like that. Okay. Adds a little interest to them. Brings the mountain back a bit. So you got the clouds. You got the mountain there. Just doing its own thing. You don't even have to add a shadow to it because it's all built up automatically. Okay. So very quick, easy way to make an effective mountain. Yes. Get a nice little swipe across. And I'll put some little bit of landmass in there like this. I'll put some right up in there like that. Just, you know, just put it in there. Go in one direction, just like that. Get a little more of the mountain color. I'm gonna get a swipe of color here and do the same thing. Just swipe it across a little bit. Something like that. I'm gonna wet my brush a little bit here. I'm gonna take I'll take the same flat. No, I'll take this bigger flat brush. I'll just wet the bristles just a little bit, using nothing but water. Nothing more, nothing less, just some water. And I'll bring some of that down like that. Okay, I'll bring some of that down a little bit more. Get a little shade of the mountain, I guess. We'll narrow that one a little bit more. That. Just like that. Okay, got some stuff going on there. I'll bring it down. You'll see what it looks like there. gently, very softly if you can, and you just kind of bring it across. Bring some of that across in there like that. Bring some of that across on the other side, like that. I'm just drying off the brush here, and I'll just bring it all the way across. Wiping off the brush, I'll bring some across, just like that. Okay, so we got a little bit of that established. No harm, no foul. I got my clean palette knife. I'm gonna get a little bit of white. A little bit of white. Another swipe across, it looks like this. And then I'll just bring a little, just like that. Okay. Not difficult to do. I'll bring it in, come back out, bring it in. Looks like a little shoreline or whatever. We can do little mini waves doing the same thing. I'm getting some more white paint, swiping across. Now watch what I do. Watch this. Out, come outward, and come back in, come out, come back in. You press a little bit when you do this. So you press your knife a little hard. Okay. And let's do another one. Out. Just get a little more paint. A little more paint. Come out like that. So you got instant shoreline there. Okay. Not hard to do. Okay. You don't necessarily have to start over there way on the corner either. You can make some come out like that. See that? And also it makes your land a lot, makes the water a lot shallower when you do stuff like that. Just like that. All right. So now it looks like an island. You follow me? All right. I'm gonna get some more white. I'm gonna make a nice little play on this. I'll just keep it going here, just like that. And I'm just gonna play with some interesting type of little grass shapes in here. Make it pretty interesting, especially on the top end there. Make that pretty. Down here, in here, it can be fairly dark. Doesn't matter. Right up in here. It's here. You want it to be interesting. Okay. Let's make that travel along a little bit more, like here. I'll use the side of the brush, get some interesting patterns going. Okay. Changing in direction. Let's put a little something up in there like that. I'll give it a little push, make it a little interesting, and we'll just tap some dark in there like that. So I mix it there, like you're kind of on the other side of this thing and you're taking a snapshot. Something like so. All right. Now I gotta move my palette here. Let's put this down below where it's directly out of the way. Okay. Clean off my brush. The Bob Ross brushes, it retains a lot of water. Clean it off real good here. Okay. I'm gonna still use this brush because I kind of like it. I'm going into my white, dipping into the dark color, my previous mountain color. We're gonna put some highlights on here. Very light touch, boom, just like that. All right, and we'll put some right up in here. Not too much. I'm just tapping in some color and make it a little bit brighter in spots here. And all it takes is a light touch. Bring some of that down in there a little bit. Bring some across. Okay, and then you light touch, because you don't want to get rid of all of your darks. Just like that. Just something in there. Once again, I got to dip back into my umber. So a little bit of umber. I'm gonna use a palette knife for this next step. Wee bit of umber. A wee bit of phthalo blue, just a wee bit. Whatever darkness that you want for your okay. And I think we'll play with one right around here. I'll just give you a little, put that in there like that. And we'll kind of straighten him, widen him out, and put him right in there like that. I'll widen him out using the same knife. Okay. I'll tighten it up a little bit, but I want the kind of the rocky little edges to him. I'll give him a little curve up there, just like that. And I'll slowly widen this guy, just like that. Keep widening him down in there like that. All right. So we'll get the makings of some sort of palm tree of some sort. I'm getting a little bit of white. I'll mix it in with this blue. I don't want to completely marble it. And lightly in a circular motion. It's going to take off what it wants. It'll leave you the rest. Don't worry about it. I'm getting some more. I got to brighten that up a little bit. It's got to be a little bit brighter. I need plenty of water. It's only a script liner. And we'll get some long stem things going, like up around in here like that. Really quick things in there. Something like that. I may go a little bit darker. I think some of these light guys can be in here twirling around, having a good time. Just like that. I'll have some come around in here. Clean off my brush. I think I got some dark, yeah. So I'm getting plenty of dark with the water. Because of the water and the you need some contrast. So put some dark ones in there like that. Need some more water. You got to get the paint really inky. I use thick paint. Okay. There we go. Get some of those guys going that way, that direction. You know, have a good time with it. You know, in different directions. Getting some more. You need plenty of water. There you go. Just like that. Put some out here. Getting more paint, more watery paint. And have a good time with it. Okay, very simple painting. This is good practice painting. You know, have a good time. Play with it. There you go. I'm going the other direction here. Get some more. And just play. Have a good time. Have some fun. Like I said, this was a cloud study. Turned into an island painting of some sort. Keep playing around with it. It's like that. Alright. Alright, I think we're good here. Some nice long grass going on in there. Okay. Let's get a fan brush. I'm going to play around with that dark. Alright, get some water. I'm going to loosen up some of this dark paint here. I'm going to get some more. I got plenty of dark paint. You know how Bob Ross would say, here comes the bravery test. Well, here comes your bravery test. You're going to put some pines in there, right? Or not some pines, some leaves, palm leaves. Okay. We'll have one up around here like this, and he just bends around like that. And we'll put one up there. He goes like right off the page. Boom. And he curves around this way. And we're going to have one like this. Come on down. He curves around this way a little longer. And we'll have one come up like this. And then all of a sudden he just bends and turns and comes past that branch like that. So the wind's kind of blowing in that direction. All right, let's go upward. You guys can see a little bit of this. And we'll zoom in a little bit more. Just like that. All right. You ready for this? Go do every branch, a single branch at a time. Now you're not going to use obviously the whole branch. You're just going to press. Look at that. Make some varium, just like that, and give them a little tip. You put give them another side there, just like that, just like so. See how easy that was? Okay, we're gonna do it again. Let's do it with this guy. He's boom, like that. And just like that. give him a little curve here. The wind's taking it, just like that. Okay. Get some more. Very simple to do. Make them fairly interesting. Have it come down. Some are longer than the others. Just like that. And maybe you want to give them a double on the other side. Give them a double on the other side. It's fine. It's a-okay. This is your palm tree. You do what you want. Okay. And we'll have him. Look at that. You don't know how to draw wind? You just did it. Strengthen him a little bit up there. And give him a little something there. There you go. All right. Let's pull back. Okay, something like that. Okay, that wasn't too bad, now was it? Okay, I'm just cleaning off the fan brush. That wasn't too bad. So let's take off the tape. Let's see what we got here. I don't even have like a lot of ridiculous highlights on this mountain. I can put some on real quick. Just some tiny whatever's on here. And what it's going to do when I add the highlight, it's just going to pick, like I say, what it wants. Put it right on the edge there. Oh, here, wrong direction. There we go. Tap some right on the edge like that. And I got to put some right on the point of the needle so I can get to the little details on this fella right about up in there. And spread him out a little bit and put some there like that. Not too many of the white paint. Just a little bit, just to highlight a few things on him. And a little bit right there. I'll give him a tiny touch of something over here on this corner. Nothing too spectacular. And I'll just tap a little bit. Maybe like coming down here a little bit. Yeah, there. Not too much. You really don't need it. Just that little bit helps solve that. Okay, and it solves the elevation of this thing. But that's it. I hope you like this. My name should have came across already. Well, somewhere down here. So if you want to attempt something like this, I would love to see it. Just keep trying and keep trying. Okay. What else? I think that's about it. Okay. Now you got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. Okay, you got the clouds, the mountain with the island. You got the water. You got the palm tree in its foreground. Okay, nothing is really centered either. This is off center. That obviously is off center. Okay, so nothing's really centered. So keep in mind composition and all that good stuff. Okay, and well, I'll see you when I see you. Thank you once again for checking this out, and I love to see your rendition of this. I'll see you soon. Peace.